Unfortunately, Trinidad and Tobago does not have specific laws to treat with gender-based violence, and definitely not technology-based gender-based violence. The only legislation that we have at this time that can treat with cybercrimes and gender-based violence using technology is the Computer Misuse Act. And the Computer Misuse Act is an act from the year 2000, so it's a 25-year-old bit of legislation. And I mean, TikTok is 8 years old, Instagram is about 15, even Facebook would have come around after that act was passed. We have had efforts over time to amend or to address those shortcomings. So we've had cybercrime bills twice, and we've had a sexual offences bill that was considered by a joint select committee of Parliament, but regrettably the only legislation we have on the books is the Computer Misuse Act. I think the obvious reform is a look at what we have and to improve or to amend or to repeal and replace the Computer Misuse Act.
The United Nations has been playing a very, very central role, globally speaking, and also regionally and at country level, in promoting empowerment of women and advocating for the more effective prevention of violence against women and girls. The UN is providing technical advice and support for the formulation of the laws and action plans that states may want to undertake against violence against women and against violence in general. The UN brings the technical expertise. It offers also the convening power and facilitates processes which are led by the national stakeholders and require facilitation, coordination, input also of the civil society organization. The UN is helping to introduce new systemic solutions inside state institutions to implement those national strategies and plans. And the UN also helps countries to highlight their best practices on the regional platform, on the global platform of the United Nations.
I'm a heavy user of social media. I have a social media presence. And I will admit that at first I was very unsure about putting myself out there because of how much negative experiences people have described of using social media and being a public figure or a known person on social media.
The Contact Center Unit team is responsible for receiving reports of children who are at risk of abuse or harm. The Contact Center receives reports in many ways via our 24-hour hotline at 996 or 800-2014, via email at registry@ttchildren.org, or via web reporting at ttchildren.org. But looking at this specific area, we want to collaborate with the specialist agencies, and we look at the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, where they have the Gender-Based Violence Unit of the Special Victims Department, to whom we report these types of matters that come to us where gender-based violence is a factor for their criminal investigation. We also escalate matters to the cybercrime unit, where we receive abuse material and we require their investigation to be able to locate the victim and for them to do any criminal investigation into those types of matters.
The government's role in preventing gender-based violence is really setting up a situation where people feel comfortable. So getting the right policy, getting the right laws, making sure that it's easy to report if there is gender-based violence, teaching people in schools, teaching people through community centers about how to avoid gender-based violence and what to do if you see it.
The government and government agencies have the responsibility to look at legislation, see what legislative amendments might be required, policy development to really promote digital safety and to discourage those who might use technology for ill and to abuse others. It really takes a village, and so it requires all stakeholders to come together and to lend their voice and their support toward helping a child make it through on the other end.
From the cyber and social media perspective, we assist in gathering that information coming from victims, whether it be from an online platform or from the physical aspect in terms of digital forensics of various devices, that we bring that information to the court where it is admissible in the court for prosecution. But we face a number of challenges, whether it be in obtaining information from the international space through the Mutual Legal Assistance Treaty, where sometimes the speed of the information or just simply knowing where to go and get the information internationally sometimes proves a challenge. Generally, in almost every crime or criminal investigations, there is some sort of digital element, whether it be from the mobile perspective, closed circuit TV systems, video systems, desktop computers, even servers as well. And with the advent of new crimes like ransomware and so forth that are prevalent on the internet, there are some challenges there, as with other international bodies who face those issues as it relates to ransomware. In the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, there is the one-door policy, and that means it's not necessarily in terms of that if you go to Gasparilla Station, however, but the crime took place in Port of Spain, you can make the report at anywhere, and the report itself would be managed and directed to the proper authority. At the CSME, we don't take direct reports, but we don't turn away anyone. We take the information, provide some advice to mitigate probably an ongoing situation, and then direct the situation accordingly, which still comes back to us for the digital evidence gathering and so forth. But the unit is directly accessible.